I have no one left to call family. My mother is gone, my little brother too. And if you ask me why, I'll tell you the truth. I didn't kill them, not directly. I just followed what the cards told me. But what I didn't expect was that the tarot deck had a soul. And that soul, it wanted everything that tied me down, erased. Maybe it all started when I bought my first deck online. A midnight sale. Midnight Arcana, limited edition. The name sounded beautiful. At first I asked silly things about the weather, daily fortunes. My mom always said it was nonsense. I ignored her. Of course I did. Soon I asked more about my ex, about school, work, friends, and every time the cards were right, as if they could read me. Then the messages changed. They whispered things I'd never dared say aloud. That my mother was the anchor dragging me down. That I'd never be free while I still lived in that house. I started to believe. I wouldn't eat unless I pulled a card. Wouldn't go out unless the reading allowed it. My mother called me a freak, addicted, manipulated by superstition. She tried to hide the deck, but it always left me signs, because it wasn't just a deck. It was a voice, a soul. It told me, you must free yourself with a decisive act. I pulled the tower, reversed. That same night I told her I was leaving. She locked me in. She said, you'll be free when you stop believing in this occult garbage. She took the cards, but she didn't know I had many decks. Next morning, I drew the devil, then a loud bang. She barged in, said I needed a psych evaluation, but the card said I was being controlled by someone who claimed to love me. I believed, and for the first time, I saw her not as my mother, but as a threat, a presence that had to be removed. I played along, pretended to return to normal. She never knew. I was still drawing cards every single day. That day, after she left, I pulled one without touching it. It slid out on its own. Death reversed. An ending delayed. A transformation blocked by false ties. I didn't kill her. I just let it happen. I laced her tea with sleeping pills. I turned off the gas valve. I stepped outside. That's all. The cards told me fire is the agent of change, and soon flames erupted through the house. Maybe a faulty wire sparked it. Maybe something else. The police called it an accident. No charges were filed, just like the card I drew. Justice reversed. I was grateful until the next day when I saw 10 of swords fall, the moment my brother came to find me. The deck was giving me a new command. It said, every ending has its aftermath. And I knew the cards are never wrong. And now, sitting in this cell, I don't know what to do, where to go, what to believe. Is anyone out there? Is anything guiding me now? Please. Midnight Arcana, still being resold on vintage sites. If you see it, don't touch it.
Jolie spends most of her nights live streaming, building a perfect life online with millions of followers and layers of filters. But tonight, a question arose asking Jolie, is it true? and an advertisement promises a beauty beyond imagination. She looks at her selfie, glowing skin, an alluring body, but when she looks in the mirror, all she sees is a weary body, a face full of blemishes and tired eyes. The invitation appears again. Jolie receives a package. Inside is a vial of Ozempic, glowing faintly. The label seems to whisper promises of beauty beyond belief. The morning sun reveals a new Jolie. She looks in the mirror. He uses low and high pitches to express emotional changes. Flawless skin, sharp features, a slimmer figure, all after just one use of the drug. She smiles, mesmerized by her own beauty. She live streams as usual, her smile still perfect, but a comment appears, "You're not Jolie anymore." In that moment, her smile falters. She looks at herself in the mirror and realizes the face is identical to her filtered selfie. But she didn't use any filter. The drug's effect is only temporary. When it wears off, her appearance returns to normal. She decides to inject again. The vial glows strangely. During a live stream, Jolie fumbles, forgetting the name of a familiar fan. A moment of panic flashes across her perfect face. Desperate, she replays her past videos. Every live stream is the same smile, same words, as if she no longer has control. She sits still, her hands mechanically opening the app, choosing a video, and hitting upload, though she whispers to herself, "Stop!" Her body no longer obeys her. Panic sets in. Jolie throws the vial, but seconds later, her hand trembles as she picks it up, completely against her will. She injects the drug again. Tears fall as she silently screams in rejection, but the sound that escapes is a distorted laugh. Facing herself in the mirror, she shatters it, hoping to escape, but each shard reflects her face with dozens of perfect, lifeless smiles. Though she whispers to herself, "Stop!" her body no longer obeys her. Jolie sits motionless on the edge of the bed, her face marked with fear, pieces of glass still tangled in her hair. She can't cry, she can't call for help. She can only reassure herself, preserving the perfect image she has chosen to protect. Jolie goes live again, as if nothing had happened, unaware that the glowing vial behind her has slipped into the frame. A viewer notices, a screenshot spreads. The spiral begins again. The next day, Jolie wakes up and scrolls through her phone. She is stunned. Dozens of influencers are live streaming with her identical face, with the title "Perfect, like Jolie." She begins seeing her image everywhere, on the street, in the cafe, so many faces like hers, but she no longer recognizes herself. She can only reassure herself. Jolie does her final live stream, struggling to say her name, but her voice catches. Her mouth repeats, "I'm perfect," over and over. Tears fall, but the system still keeps her smile. Jolie shuts off the webcam, desperately searching for an escape, but the red light blinks back on, watching her with an unblinking eye. Jolie sits still in the endless circle, surrounded by perfect copies of herself. At this moment, the spiral is no longer just Jolie's. It has pulled you in. Look again. What stares back might not be you. What is hidden in your shadow? The truth may be closer than you think. Jolie's story has ended, or has it? Share your own tale of fear with us.